Chapter 12 Proposals. A student looking forward to spring break proposes to two friends that they join a group that will spend the vacation helping to build a school in a Haitian village. The members of a club for undergrad business majors talk about their common need to create informative, appealing, interactive resumes. After much talk, three members suggest that the club develop a resume app especially for business majors looking for a first-time job. A project team at a large architectural firm works for 3 months developing a response to an RFP, request for proposal, to convert a university library into a digital learning center. Understanding and categorizing proposals. We live in an era of big proposals, complex programs for healthcare reform, bold dreams to privatize space exploration, multi-billion-dollar designs for high-speed rail systems, ceaseless calls to improve education, and so many other such big ideas brought down to earth by sobering proposals for budget reform and deficit reduction. As a result, there's often more talk than action because persuading people or legislators to do something or anything is always hard. But that's what proposal arguments do. They provide thoughtful reasons for supporting or sometimes resisting change. Such arguments, whether national or local, formal or casual, are important not only on the national scene, but also in all of our lives. How many proposals do you make or respond to in one day? A neighbor might suggest that you volunteer to help clean up an urban creek bed. A campus group might demand that students get better seats at football games. A supervisor might ask for ideas to improve customer satisfaction at a restaurant. You might offer an ad agency reasons to hire you as a summer intern, or propose to a friend that you take in the latest zombie film. In each case, the proposal implies that some action should take place and suggests that there are sound reasons why it should. In their simplest form, proposal arguments look something like this. A should do B because of C. Our government should endorse the Academic Bill of Rights because students should not be punished in their courses for their personal political views. Proposals come at us so routinely that it's not surprising that they cover a dizzyingly wide variety of possibilities. So it may help to think of proposal arguments as divided roughly into two kinds, those that focus on specific practices and those that focus on broad matters of policy. Here are several examples of each. Proposals about practices. The college should allow students to pay tuition on a month-by-month basis. Commercial hotels should stop opposing competitors like Airbnb. College athletes should be paid for the services they provide. Proposals about policies. The college should adopt a policy guaranteeing that students in all majors can graduate in 4 years. The United Nations should make saving the oceans from pollution a global priority. Major Silicon Valley firms should routinely reveal the demographic makeup of their workforces. Respond. People write proposals, arguments to solve problems and to change the way things are. But problems aren't always obvious. What troubles some people might be no big deal to others. To get an idea of the range of problems people face on your campus, some of which you may not even have thought of as problems, brainstorm about things that annoy you around campus, including wastefulness in the cafeteria, 8 a.m. classes, long lines for football or concert tickets. Ask each other for at least a dozen gripes. Then choose 3 problems, and as a group, discuss how you'd prepare a proposal to deal with each. We will complete this respond as a part of Essay 3 on our discussion board. On the discussion board, there is a discussion entitled Essay 3 topics. This is where you will make a list of problems that you have seen while attending Round County Senior High School. Remember that none of the issues can be related to the coronavirus, as that is something completely out of our control. Page 275, characterizing proposals. Proposals have three main characteristics. They call for change, often in response to a problem. They focus on the future. They center on the audience. Proposals always call for some kind of action. They aim at getting something done, or sometimes at preventing something from being done. Proposals marshal evidence and arguments to persuade people to choose a course of action. Let's build a completely green house. Let's oppose the latest Supreme Court ruling on internet privacy. Let's create a campus organization for first-generation college students. Let's ban drones from campus airspace, especially at sporting events. But you know the old saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. It's easier to convince audiences what a good course of action is than to persuade them to take it or pay for it. Even if you present a cogent proposal, you may still have work to do. Proposal arguments must appeal to more than good sense. Ethos matters too. It helps if a writer suggesting a change carries a certain gravitas earned by experience or supported by knowledge and experience. If your word and credentials carry weight, then an audience is more likely to listen to your proposal. So when the commanders of the 3 Apollo moon missions, Neil Armstrong, James Lovell, and Eugene Cernan, wrote an open letter to President Obama expressing their dismay at his administration's decision to cancel NASA's plans for advanced spacecraft and new lunar missions, they won a wide audience. For the United States, the leading space-faring nation for nearly half a century, to be without carriage to low Earth orbit and with no human exploration capability to go beyond Earth orbit for an intermittent time into the future destines our nation to become one of second or even third-rate stature. While the President's plan envisions humans traveling away from Earth and perhaps toward Mars at some time in the future, the lack of developed rockets and spacecraft will assure that ability will not be available for many years. Without the skill and experience that actual spacecraft operation provides, the U.S. is far too likely to be on a long downhill slide to mediocrity. America must decide if it wishes to remain a leader in space, and if it does, we should institute a program which will give us the very best chance of achieving that goal. But even their considerable ethos was not enough to carry the day with the space agency and the man who made the decision.